Alright, so when we are solving these exponential equations, again, there are multiple ways to solve exponential equations. The specific method that I will show here is the method you don't need a calculator for. So you basically want to make the bases the same using the exponent rules. In this first case, I want to make the same common base of 2. My exponent is going to be 3 because 2 to the power of 3 is 8. Once you have the same bases, you can just say the exponent of 1 is equal to the exponent of the other. So x is equal to 3 because the two bases are exactly the same. Same thing for question number 2. You're going to go 5 to the power of x equals to 5 square. 5 squared is 25, which means x is equal to 2. 3 to the power of x equals 3 to the power of 4 because 3 to the power of 4 is 81, which means x is equal to 4 in this example. Over here, 7 to the power of x equals 7 to the power of 0 because 7 to the power of 0 is 1, so x is going to equal to 0. This question here, if I do 8 to the power of something, I will never get 32. So if I try to make the common bases in the same method, that doesn't work because over there 8 to the power of some number, it's really hard to figure out what that number is to give you 32. 8 squared is 64, which means we can't use a common base of 8. We have to look for some number that will have a common base for these two. So the easiest one would be to use 2. So I know 2 to the power of 3 is 8. Then I'm going to include my exponent over there. So 2 to the power of 3x equals 2 to the power of 5, which means 3x is equal to 5, and x will equal to 5 over 3. So sometimes you do have to look for a common base in harder questions. This one right here, I have a number in the denominator. So when you have that, you want to always move it to the numerator and you're going to make the exponent negative. So here 3 to the power of x is going to equal to 3 to the power of negative 1, which means x is equal to negative 1. And this one here, so the numbers are not the same either. So the first I'm going to do is 5 to the power of x equals 1 over 5 cubed. So 5 cubed is 125, and then I'm going to move the number to the top in the next step. So 5 to the power of x equals 5 to the power of negative 3. I move it to the top, I make my exponent negative, which means x equals minus 3. And this last question here, again, 4 to the power of some number will never give me 8. 4 squared is 16, which means I have to look for a common base. My common base is again 2. So I know 2 to the power of 2x, so 2 squared is 4. It's going to equal to 1 over 2 cubed. So 2 to the power of 2x equals 2 to the power of minus 3. So I move that to the top, it becomes negative, which means 2x equals to minus 3, and x will equal minus 3 over 2.